back to AMBROSIA. It's been a 2-week break. We're on session 46 now. 46, that was the last time we were here, is lost to the annals of history. But this one is our new 46. And we love this one. This one's a good one. We have nothing really happened in the last session that is ever going to break the story, so we can continue on as if it happened, but there's no point in uploading it because it was a combat thing that lasted for 2 hours and really didn't need to. So we can just say that the guards started to wake up, you started to dispatch them as they did, and Ash's dad, Xander, is going to stay behind and make sure that they don't cause any trouble for anybody else. That's all that needed to be. A quick couple of sentences is all that happened on the last session across 2 hours. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You guys have really got to fucking hurry up with your fucking combat, man. But with that in mind, we do have the full crew today. We've got the Gouda guys. We've got Katie, Tats, Mars, B, and Shen. How are you all doing?
Obligatory random thing.
I'm doing good.
B, you doing all right getting into the game?
You're
Looks
muted.
like you disappeared.
Oh, sorry. I may or may not have stopped working like 5 minutes ago, so I may have logged in and then gone downstairs to eat. Sorry about that.
Okay. I understand.
I am logged in. Has it logged me out?
It has, I believe, yes. But that's fine.
Right,
I'll move
go
your
and log
token
back in.
for you. I'll move your token for you while you're downstairs.
Thank you.
Alright, so let me paint the scene. You guys are in the central district of the city known as Power. Power is one of the 2 major cities within the nation of Tushuga, which is the nation of the Norse gods. Now, I know it's been 2 weeks, and I know that people are dealing with their own life things and with their game things, but I'm still going to ask for a little recap if anybody could do it, because I think that 2 weeks away and not giving any recaps for probably over a month at this point is definitely going to be worthy of a hero token if you can do it. So if someone can do any level of recap of the story so far, I will give you inspiration. You can exchange it for an auto success. So give me something.
I got something. We had erected a tent to sleep in an area, and when we woke up, we were surrounded by a bunch of guards who then proceeded to march us to this building right here that we're at.
Very good.
But they were fake guards, and the real guards were out of uniform and put to the side.
Very good. You still have your hero token from last session. You never used it. You don't get 2, so you just... We double down. Yes! Also correct. That's 3. We got 3 for 3.
I got that 20 on a roll.
Briar and B, what you got?
I'll also add that Ruby really tried to pray to her patron, but rolled a nat 1. And patron was not pleased when patron appeared, and has basically been sucked into the earth.
Yes.
She's got some shit she needs to sort out.
Very, very true. And finally, Katie, Briar, do you have anything to recap for us? Lots of reminders there. So, big plot points. Is there anything that you are going towards as a party? What's your ultimate goal here? Who's the big bad that you're trying to defeat?
I can't remember what I did yesterday, so...
Who's the big bad you're trying to defeat? What's his name?
Oh, jeez. Really put me on the spot here.
Can I give a
I'm
hint?
so bad with names.
Whereabouts is he in the world?
It's like an animal.
It's almost like an animal, yeah.
Like an animal. That's more confusing.
Starts with an O.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, ox?
Hey! There it is.
There we go.
Ox. Alright, that deserves it. I'll give it to you.
I don't know why I always remember it as like ox cable, not ox as an animal.
Yeah. By the way,
I got confused.
Mars, I'm just going to bring your token down so that you're around everybody else. I think you would have all regrouped at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are here with our 2 friends. Can anyone tell me their names?
Maggie and
Really?
Aurelie and
Maggie.
Maggie. Yes.
Maggie.
Aurelie and Maggie.
Let's go, Maggie.
Maggie is our Kenku friend who can only speak in mimicry. That's all that Kenku are able to do. They can't speak in their own language. They don't have one. They're like parrots. They have to hear somebody else say something first for them to be able to say anything else. But your friend Victor, who was a member of the party but has sunsetted that character for now, he aided her to use it as a sort of a useful element of roguish stealth, that she can use her mimicry not just as a part of her regular communication, as Kenku do anyway, but she can now do it to kind of listen into what the guards are saying and then parrot that back from some distance away so that they think one of the guards is talking to them, and they will then follow that sound. That's what she's been doing. Not when she's been mimicking you guys, you've been like giving her a pat on the back. That's just her talking normal. That's just a normal day-to-day communication for a Kenku. But if she ever tries to mimic you and get you to follow over towards the sound, then that's the kind of thing that you need to be giving her a high five.
I don't care. I'm gonna praise Maggie all the time.
Okay then, you can praise Maggie all you like. It's a feat in itself that she can communicate when her beak is altogether gone. She has a mechanical beak that's strapped to her face. But I'm sure that you all remembered that.
Yeah, I feel like you need to, I guess, recognize how birds speak. They don't have lips, so it doesn't matter if they've got a mechanical beak, because
I know.
From the tongue in their voice box, man.
I'm aware of that. They also, I don't believe, have a
Okay,
voice
cool.
box. They like manipulate the muscles within their neck. They don't have a voice box. It's not like a.
I'm not too. I'm.
It's not a.
My
It's not a
laryngopharynx. It's
birds.
got wings and flappy
Yeah.
wings. And...
It ain't a laryngopharynx. It's like a different kind of a structure in there.
I mean, Ash, you're a bird. You should know this.
And I'm aware that that is true, and I was thinking it as I said it, but that doesn't detract from the fact that if you've got no beak, then you're probably going to get some kind of infection and die. So, you know. Being alive
3D
certainly helps
printed
being able to
beaks for
talk.
birds.
So, you are all here in Power, in the center of Power. And the guards are, for all intents and purposes, dispatched and hidden away. That means that there is no policing on the street, but it's still incredibly quiet around here. You're stood in what seems to be an incredibly well looked after stone slab area filled with bricks, and even the alleyways here seem like they're incredibly clean. There's some parkland just south of you, and a farm just to the west of that. All of this in the center of town, and in the center of a place known as Power. You wouldn't expect there to be much rural stuff around here. You can hear the sound of tools nearby, of someone hitting a blacksmith's anvil. You can smell the brewing of potions and the baking of bread and the curing of meats on the air nearby also. You can also tell that there is a cathedral near you. That was on the other side of the tower from where you're stood. And speaking of the tower, this tower goes on very, very high in the air. It almost seems like it's magically supported to be so tall, because there's no reason why anything this tall and thin should be so structurally sound in these days of yore, of essentially medieval construction. Things were never this tall in medieval times. And so you can surmise that there is an element of power around the city of Power. Now, some of you did have some
Does it
goals.
reach into the clouds?
Almost. It sort of scrapes the sky, you might say. We do have a few of you who have goals that you might be surprised could be achieved while you're here. But you might not be aware of that as characters, but as players, you obviously might have some awareness of that. I'm not going to hint at who, but I do have a feeling that some of you might be able to get some stuff done here before you move on. The question is, who is it that you think needs to achieve their shit? And do you believe that you're going to achieve it stood at the bottom of a tower, standing doing nothing?
looks
No.
at Ash.
I mean, I was told that we need to go.
Yes,
So
you
where
remember
though?
that your dad, Xander, last said to you that you need to get out of here.
Yeah, so
Also,
I
I
think
will.
we need to.
I know
What?
that we're all a group of ADHD motherfucks, and so the moment that I tell you this, you're going to completely forget what I just hinted at. However, Ash, you do feel like your big bag of exquisite gifts is ever so slightly heavier than it was before.
Then maybe I should open these goodies.
Maybe you should.
I think I will.
Maybe you will.
Gumdrops.
I'm gonna.
Maybe do that.
I'm doing it right now. Let's open.
Let's do it. Let's open up the bag. What do you see inside?
Genuinely vaguely concerned you were hinting
Welcome
at
in,
me,
Lucy.
And I've just completely like farted in
I
sauce.
think you're hinting at me, actually.
Also,
but
Dark.
okay.
Welcome in, Dark. Welcome in, both
I
of
don't
you.
know. What do I see? I'm opening the bag.
It's in your inventory. You can legit open it yourself.
Literally in the inventory.
It's
Okay,
in
I'm
your
sorry.
I think
inventory.
Ruby used to have the bag. I think that's the problem. Ruby's familiar with the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
At the top of your
Yeah, yeah,
inventory
yeah.
page, you have a
cat's
little
out the
sack
bag.
there. Yeah.
Ooh, a palm. I've got a raven stone and a ring of the warrior's heart.
Yes, you do, in fact. So, what do you want to do with these things? You look at them, you examine them. What do you look at first?
I am reading them currently.
Let's read them out loud so everybody can get a
Yeah.
feel, yeah?
Sorry. The ring of the warrior's heart. A
Close.
simple studded ring, which when worn amplifies the wearer's heartbeat and gives +2 to intimidation rolls. I feel like Ruby needs that.
The other flavor to that is that when you wear it, an audible drum beat, like a war drum, is heard, and it is your heart beating. It's your own heart. So it basically like amplifies your heart to be like a drum beat that intimidates people around you. But it is the whole time
Surely-
you're wearing the ring. So it's not.
Yeah, so say surely our lovely barbarian would want that.
Yeah, it's not exactly something that you might want to be wearing constantly because people are just going to hear war drums and start running.
Okay, well then let me just pass this over. So yeah.
Do you want me to do that
Me?
for you so I can get it in your inventory?
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, that's fine.
And
And
then the other item is the Ravenstone. It's a palm-sized black stone. Its internal facets are feathered with a deep blue sheen when held to the light. When held in the player's palm, the feathered facets shift as if moving in a gentle breeze. If danger is close, the feathers glow a burning blue, and their motion increases to an internal storm. It has limited charges and cannot be used more than once per 24-hour period. Does not require attunement.
So to reiterate that, basically you have what's called the Ravenstone. This is a black jewel that is palm-sized. That is, it has these like feathered facets inside. You know how when you look into a diamond, you can see like the cut and the refractions of the different like layers of rock inside of it, of gemstone. It has that, but on the inside of this, they're like feathers and they move normally. But when you're near danger, i.e. you're about to go into an unexpected battle, as in the alert feat, or if there is a trap nearby, then it will start to spin up and it will be your warning. But you have to have it there in your hand for it to be active, otherwise all of your charges will drop out. It has 7 total charges. Every time that it alerts you to something, you'll have to wait another 24 hours to use it again, and you'll lose a charge. And it also is not going to tell you what that warning is. It will only say that there is danger nearby. So it could be that there's a trap near you, or it could be that there's a fight about to start that you weren't expecting. But if you're the person that starts the fight, it is not going to react.
Part of me wants to somehow like affix it to like a pair of gloves, and that way it's always touching your palm.
Then it's going to wear out very quickly, is my thought to you. It's a world filled with traps.
Yeah, okay.
Like it probably would have been, say, I'm sort of thinking, like, you know, we were in the cave system a couple of sessions ago, like that would have been a useful time to have it because it would have helped with the trolls, but you wouldn't want it all the time. Does that make sense?
So
Yeah.
when you know you're going into a dodgy area, but you're
Hey,
that you
Doc,
might be surprised,
can you
use it
whisper me
then.
more details about this?
Yeah.
Instead of it being an item? What
Yeah.
kind of item do you want it to be? What powers do you want
Especially
it to
if, like,
have?
you know,
We're going to
split
engage
up
in
or
some
something like that,
balancing
then
so it's not
it'd be useful.
overpowered. But yeah, tell me what you want it to be.
I wouldn't use it around town now because there might be dodgy things that are.
No, that's what I was
all
meaning.
over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any bar brawl like nearby would be triggering to this thing. So you know you gotta bear that in mind.
Also triggers even if it's not towards you, but it's nearby.
Nearby danger that you might get into a fight.
Okay.
Like if you
Okay.
walk near that bar, then you're gonna get into that fight because people are gonna come spilling out of the door and start punching everything, right? It's that kind of a thing. You're not necessarily going to get that in this city, but there are definitely cities in this world where that would definitely happen. You've not visited half of this world. You've visited you barely touched into the east, the eastern side, which is all Highfall, where it's all snowy. You went to Dreidel in the northern territory, but again, that's one city in an entire country. You've not touched the Fey Realm, you barely went into Gorizon, and you've only just arrived into Sugar. So there's plenty of places that you have yet to explore. You still haven't even been into the Wolf Nation. So yeah, there's a ton of things, you know. You don't know what the state of taverns in this world are at the moment. You've only seen the places that seem to hold a lot of cheese.
Look, leave us alone. We like our
carrot
cheese.
juice, right?
So
There's
much
still lots of-
cheese.
There's still lots of cheeses we haven't tried there.
So, back to
I
what
know
we were
a
talking
place.
about before all of these lovely things
Yeah,
came in.
what we're-
As I knew would happen, you do have things that you need to get done, and you are in quite a fortuitous place at this point. You're in the middle of a power center for the one of the biggest powers of this continent. You are also fortuitous in the fact that you're here without any of the gods or guards knowing that you're here. What's a downside is that one of your patrons has been taken. Now, you might want to try and figure out what the fuck happened there, but there's also other possibilities that others of you might want to explore as well. What do you want to do now that you are in this advantageous place where you're in their home and they don't know you're here, and you can do whatever it is you need to?
I have a couple of questions.
I might have a couple of answers.
Okay. The gods are the ones that need Ambrosia to be gods, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
To
that's a...
sustain long life, yeah.
Yeah, and secondly, would Isabel know most of the ingredients to Ambrosia? I know she knows honey, I
Ooh.
believe.
Give me a history roll.
Because I'm pretty sure I remember honey, but that's about it. Where are we? Damn it!
You remember honey. You have some vague recollection that it's more than just ingredients, it's also the process itself.
I thought maybe, because there's probably some being made around here, and I thought I could do a bit of sabotaging.
There's some vague recollection that you're struggling to hold on to right now of your grandfather's laboratory.
I'll do it after.
You can't fully
Can
recall
Alfred
what
try
exactly
and
that
jog
is.
their memory somehow?
Am I allowed to use my inspiration?
Yeah, you can use a hero token if you want, yeah.
Okay, but I
Can
might as
also
well.
be-
You realize that 2 pages in one of your journals are stuck closed because you had some leftover ambrosia droplets sometime and it glued it together almost. And so now when you carefully peel it apart, you can now see that in there you do have some notes about what might have been included in it. One of those things is not just ingredients, it's also the vastness of how big this thing would need to be. You would need a large apparatus, like the laboratory that your grandfather owned and built himself. It was not a small thing. It had lots and lots of power channeling things, you know, energy channeling crystals that essentially gave the like, you know, sparks of electricity. It had that ring to it of almost electricity, but like an arcane kind of power that was there driving these mechanical parts. And you also have this feeling that there was this one thing, this one ingredient that he could never quite find, but that in his own little way, in his own self-sacrifice, he found how to instill it in there, but you never found out what that was. That was something that you were always struggling to figure out for yourself. What is the missing element of this?
You asking me?
That's a question that lingers in your mind.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just my thoughts. It's maybe we could do something here to, well, maybe not stop Ambrosia, but being made, but maybe just sabotage it a little bit.
Sabotage it a little bit.
You spoke about the process of ambrosia, right? Process of it being made.
Mm-hmm.
Any chance they might need, well, a god to make it? I'm just slightly concerned where my patron may have been taken to. I wonder, since they were commenting on here specifically, could it be ambrosia?
That the older gods, that the actual gods, if
Yeah.
you like.
Yeah. Who have
That's a theory.
immortal life, right? It's just a mild concern I now have.
Or at least, maybe not them, but maybe the... Oh no, Odin's one of them, isn't he? Never mind.
Yeah, I just wonder if maybe they harvest something from them or use them in the process. Yeah, since the old gods had stuff taken from them, right? I mean, Sichichi wasn't the only one. Hasn't Ear also had something taken from them?
Good guess. Well,
I'm just wondering, maybe these two things are linked together more closely than I may like to admit.
it's all coming together, folks.
And yeah.
Well, I mean, is there a way we could just scout around here a little quickly?
We can. I mean, do we look conspicuous enough to scout around?
Well, two of us can...
Well, we're going to have to try and disguise ourselves a bit.
Well, two of us can wild shape, so...
The older gods are losing things while the newer false gods are maybe taking things to make ambrosia to keep them alive by using the things from the older gods, basically.
Yeah, channeling them, I guess.
Maybe that's why they can't remember things?
Yeah.
Because maybe they don't get taken all the way at once.
No, a slow
drain. Because they
drain,
have to keep making the ambrosia. So maybe they're being used as like a source.
Okay.
Aurelie says, I like the idea of scouting. I don't think we need to split up very far to do that, though. Ideally, we'd go inside of this tower. I think that there might be windows up there, but I know it's not an ideal thing to be going in there right now. But, I mean... And she sort of gestures her head over towards Ash. Ash, you... I mean, pardon me for saying, but you have wings.
Yeah, but it's really hard to, like, tell distance and stuff with wings.
But
like,
you can tell direction.
Yeah.
If we're looking for a large structure, maybe up is the way for you to go and look. I can't imagine they'd hide it very well on the horizon. I mean, they're gods. They're the epitome of arrogance. Why would they ever hide anything?
You just need to look for like an opposite.
What if the tower is it then? Because
Something
why
tells
would they
me.
hide it?
Wouldn't it be much more guarded? I mean,
I can go ahead and fly up and like
You
try
mind?
to see, I guess.
Worth
Yeah.
a shot.
You can stealth if you want. Like, I know you have that
I'm not very
spell that you
good at
gave
that.
us.
Invisible spell. What's it?
Pass
Pass without
without trace.
potatoes. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
With
pass
Pass
out
without-
potatoes. I just.
Pass without potatoes.
Absolutely.
You cast pass without trace. Are you doing that for everybody or just yourself?
Sure, everybody, why not?
All right. It's every creature
Sharing
you
the love.
choose within 30 feet. So you can select everyone here.
I'm
If you roll me a stealth then, and we will see what you can find with a perception check now when you get to the air. 23 is good. 23 is very good. So, give me a perception check for your surroundings.
oh, dirty 20.
Oh, a dirty 20. That's pretty good. That's pretty freaking good.
Good cheese, man.
You can see that there are large structures on the horizon. You wouldn't necessarily, with this, be able to tell exactly what they are. That would probably require a higher roll. But there are definitely two districts of this city that do contain large structures. You could go in either one of those directions. You've got a good feeling that you might be able to find either. But distance is hard to judge, as you said. They are cities after all, and they are, in other boroughs of this large city. So you know that there are large buildings there. You don't know exactly what they are from this distance, but you know that there are two major districts here that have got buildings large enough that you might consider significant.
All right, so I'm gonna come back down and tell everybody what I saw.
Cool beans.
Info dump on the rest of the party. It's my favorite spell.
I hate being dumped.
no, it's just info.
No, there's trauma dumping
yeah.
as well. I don't want trauma dumps.
You cast
Yeah.
exposition dump at a 5th level.
I don't want to be down in the dumps, that's for sure.
No dumps.
Unless
Some
you're in the
some people like a good dump.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just because I don't have a prostate.
Wow. Prostate shaming over here. Amazing.
I mean, it'd be
Oh,
like that
prostate
sometimes.
shame.
Anyway, should we try to go to one of the buildings then?
Yes, but which?
Yeah.
Which is closest?
Hard
Do you
to
want to go
check.
to the closest?
Hard to
door
tell
or the furthest?
distance. Hard to tell distance. They're both in different areas of the city, though.
Oh.
Like a big triangle.
North, west, south, east. Directions, please.
So one of them would be more northeast, and the other one would be more sort of northwest-west. It's like you're on a big triangle, and this is one of those points of the triangle.
So we're at the bottom point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine a wonky equilateral triangle. You're sort of at the bottom right point of it, and then there's one over far left and one a bit north of you.
So
I mean-
isosceles?
No, it's equilateral, but it is wonky. It's like tilted.
Mm,
To the
I
north.
was- But they're both north.
To the
As
east.
it- Like, an equilateral triangle doesn't always have its bottom side completely flat horizontal, right? You can rotate it a few degrees and then it becomes wonky. That's what I mean.
Okay. So east or west, folks?
East.
East.
Yeah, why
Okay,
not? East.
so you're going northeast. Alright,
Mhm.
cool.
Yes.
There's nothing to define which one's more important to see or not.
I don't know, I live in New England. I trust New East.
Yeah.
Northeast.
I have no idea what the joke is there.
It's
Okay.
the northeast of the states.
So, you find your way to a part of the city that you have definitely not seen before. That much is true. You've not been to this city before. You've not seen the sights as much as you might do if you were any given person in any given time, right? But there are certainly some elements here that you feel you would notice from a distance coming in. For one, this area is incredibly well fortified. It's got large stone walls on all sides. There are parapet towers. People walk the stone walls back and forth, keeping guard. And inside, beyond the walls, you can see that there are large metallic towers with like domed, almost cone-like roofs. And one of them is glowing a burning fiery orange, and the other one has got 3 glowing yellow points at the top of that. There are other towers besides, but they are lower down and have these like powerful glass-like structures that you could see shone like reflected the sunlight, but you couldn't quite see what they were, as it is hard to see through a window that's being reflected on from a distance. So too is it really difficult for you to see inside of these things when you get here. But as you approach this area, you do find that there are there's some sort of structure that heads south slightly. You can see that the structure heads to a point where the entrance point is going to be just south of where you are. And as you get to that point, you can see that there are these large metallic doors. And these large metallic doors don't seem to be budging for you right now. They have sort of gold covering. There is like a face on it, like of a god, but with the seam of the door going down the center, almost completely sealed. You can see that there has been like some shining of this as it's been open and closed over time. But as you do arrive here, you see this door ahead of all of you, and you see that you are penned in by stone walls on both sides. What do you do when you get to this point? We're waiting for one of you to hop over. There we go.
Yeah, my game wasn't loading, sorry.
Yeah, you're all good.
Is it appropriate for me to just do some cheeky detect magic?
You could do detect magic if you want.
Well, what's appropriate or not appropriate? It's just different to every person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't start on me, man. There we go.
Okay. For one, you can see that there are strong enchantments on the stone walls around here. And you can see that there is a strong power emanating from the door itself.
No,
Do I know what power that is? Is it
You do.
enchantment power?
So you can tell that there is abjuration, divination, illusion, and transmutation.
Okay, that's nearly all of them, right?
Well, it's about half. Yeah, it's about half of the schools of magic.
Transmutation?
Before transmutation was illusion.
Illusion, okay.
Oh,
Can I dispel magic? If you tell me that you, like... Yeah.
Am I to gather that divination might be like an alarm or something?
Divination is the school of magic to do with finding truth and finding future and showing the way and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it just comes along the same thing. I mean, there's no such thing as an alarm school.
I'm more concerned about abjuration. I really don't want a fireball to the face.
Oh, that's what it is. I was wondering what that was.
Abjuration is protection. Abjuration is protection. Here,
can I do an Arcana check or an investigation check on the spells that are placed?
An Arcana check? Yeah. What kind of history of magic are you looking for in this?
Well, are there any visual symbols?
You see that there is the face in the door and not much else besides.
Okay, so inspecting the face, seeing if the carving is involved with the spell, if it might cast something, or maybe be able to speak since it's a face.
What are you doing to check this?
Probably standing not directly in front of it, but off to the side a little bit, looking at it closely. Maybe not touch it, but say hello. See if it reacts to actually speaking to it, because again, it's a face.
There you go. I had Ash targeted for that for whatever reason, so it's come out with that as if Ash is the one saying it. But
yes,
that's...
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, Ash just has this sudden savant moment where Ash's eyes go blank and they just start reading off all of these details about different schools of magic.
Like a dictionary.
Yeah, that's basically a simplified version of what each school of magic does for anybody who wants to read that while we're doing this.
Okay, cool.
So,
Thank you.
Aldrin, you step in front of it and you say hello.
Yep.
Yes, what is it?
Oh, hi.
This is a solid
May we
gold
enter?
door. This door is of solid gold. You can see that as this face articulates that its eyes open and look towards you, but there are no sclera, there's no iris, there's no pupil. It's all gold. All of the
You're quite beautiful and
movement in it
fascinating.
is all gold. There is no hole going down into an orifice beyond the mouth. Every part of this seems like it is a door with one purpose. And that purpose speaks to you. Thank you for saying.
May we enter here?
That is a good question. May you?
I would like to.
Like to and having permission are two different things, do you not see that?
Yes, so who do I seek permission from?
Me?
May I have permission?
No.
May I do something to obtain permission?
Oh, well, that's a good question. What would you do?
Can I do a favor for you?
Oh, I would accept a favor, but I'm not sure that I'm going to give you permission to enter just based on a favor.
Maybe if it's a worthwhile favor.
How about we start small and then I see where you can go to, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I have no hands. I have had an itchy nose for about 50 years. Would you mind?
Sure. Let me. Well.
Like, wrinkles his nose up a little bit. Don't worry, I'm fine. I see your claws. You're okay. Don't just give...
Okay.
I am metal. Do not worry. Give me scratch.
Okay.
Give me scratch.
Gives him a nice little scratch on the nose.
Higher? Higher. Higher?
Yep.
Bit left a bit.
Here you go.
Oh, that's it. That's the good stuff. Oh, that's the good stuff. You feel like the
Happy to
door is
help.
starting to, like, vibrate ever so slightly because of just, like, excitement for finally having this, like, itch being scratched, finally. Oh, that's the good stuff.
Driving you bonkers.
That, oh, you have no idea. I'm so grateful.
Happy to help.
Look, I've been given very strict instructions. There are not allowed people in here who are not working here. There are guards. They're guards on the wall. They do not like the people being here without the need to be here. So you tell me, why are you
we just were with in the other place who told us about over here?
Give me a deception check.
Deception check. Help.
7. 7. I'm gonna roll for the door.
You know, we were just with some guards.
You were with guards. Okay. I like this. And you were friends with guards.
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Some of them we
yes.
didn't know yet.
It's good. It's good. I know many guards. Which one did you speak to? Can you give me name?
What?
Awakened. Can I awaken mind into Mars, please?
Yes. Yes, you may.
Ruby just goes straight to Mars. I'm pretty sure they called each other by numbers, like number 1, number 2, number 4. Go with a number. Think.
Wasn't it number 4 that we were talking to?
Number
Or
4.
was it number 2? 2? 4? Something like that.
I know both of them. Tell me, did you agree with number 2 when he told you the thing about the sparrow? The door narrows its eyes.
The thing about the sparrow.
Are you saying he did not mention the sparrow?
I don't recall a sparrow.
Okay, you are good.
I do.
You go through now. It was a trick
Thank
question.
you.
There was no sparrow. I am glad you know 4. Number 2 is a bit much, but number 4 is good.
Right? Aren't they? Well, thank you.
Just don't tell the guards I let you in. I know you're not supposed to be in here. You lie. But I like you enough that I let you through.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you for the scritches.
Anytime. Just let me know.
How will I get your attention? I am door.
That's a good point. I'll come back and visit.
Thank you. Yes, come back for regular scritches. I will be here. I will need.
Alright, good to know. I'll have to find someplace nearby.
Is your
But I
friend
can't
coming
get too
through?
quick.
Your friend is coming through?
Hello,
Yes, they're
friend.
coming with us. I can't
Hello, friend.
drag them with
Briar. Briar, Katie,
Ah,
are you
oh,
here?
shit.
Do you
I
exist?
can't with the
Okay, there we
damn
go.
doors still. It's like my worst enemy.
The door closes and you get to see, on the other side of the door, you can see a perfectly gilded pair of butt cheeks. As if he's like leaning forward through the door.
Max him on the bottom.
Nice.
Just like
Yeah, you can't hear what his reaction is because he's on the other side of a sealed door. But something definitely happened there.
It jiggles.
Jiggling
Wiggle,
metal,
wiggle.
yeah, for
Jiggle,
sure.
jiggle.
Yeah. My bottom doesn't jiggle, it folds.
Oh.
Oh. I'm
Jiggle,
not sure I
jiggle,
was
it
prepared for
don't.
that. I don't know if I was prepared for that.
Away.
Now, as you enter through this area, you can see that there are 2 statues either side of you. There are lit torches that seem perpetually burning as if from no source. There is no wood, there is no cloth, there are no oils here. But you see that these flames are perpetually lit. The ground is the same brick of glass that you were walking on before, but now that you're in the light, you can see it much better. You're able to appreciate the level of detail that has gone into this. That each individual brick in the ground is made of a frosted green kind of glass that you know only to be possible at the depths of the earth. This was certainly a feat of engineering that didn't just go into the building of the plant itself, but also into the look of the place. And as I say the word plant, it should start to register in your mind that that's what this looks like. Especially for Ruby, who is from Dear Dairy. This looks very much to you like a processing plant. This is some level of factory that you have not seen on this scale before. You've traveled the length and breadth of this place, not to Sugar, but the world in general, on your errands for that lovely dairy place that we all remember so dearly. But as you arrive here, you start to see that there is a large sort of tower-like fountain in the center that, like, it's got a pool of water around the base of it, but no necessary, like, water coming down out of any particular spout, but that this tall column of white marble that reaches straight up to a needle does have this perpetual flow of just a thin sheen of water all the way down the side of it. And there must be no flaws anywhere in the stone, because there's not a single part of it that parts for any grain of marble. Around the base of it, you can see that there is inlaid copper in the floor, and the stone brickwork on the outsides starts to divide off and segment into other colours as it goes off into other areas of this factory. And as you stand here, the two statues either side of you start to talk. Hello. Hello.
Hey.
I do
Hello.
not recognize you. Are you new?
Yes.
You
2 and
are?
4 sent us.
Oh, okay. I like Thor. He's good. I am left, and he is right. Well, no, I am left and you are right. No, I am left and you... It depends on
I
who is
suppose
looking at
it's-
us.
Which way you're standing, isn't it?
Well,
It's a
I've
matter
been
of
called
perception.
left and he has been called left, and so we are both left, I guess.
Well, you both have left side and you both have a right side.
Are you saying
if
we
you're
are both
both
right?
left- But if you're both left, who's right?
You're both left and you're both right.
Well, I am
Okay,
always...
okay.
I am always right, and he is always wrong.
Do you know who's east and who's west?
I have no idea.
Can we tell which direction we're facing?
Uh-huh.
Can't.
Well, the same cardinal directions as any normal time. North is up, south is down.
Well, I mean, our characters in
Yes.
regards to being
Yes,
in the
you can.
building.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Um,
Well then
yeah.
I would call you west and I would call you east for where you're located.
Oh, west and east. That is interesting. Okay, yes. I understand. Well, if you want ask question, we are here to help. We are like help place. We are here for people who need help.
Marvelous. We
What do you-
certainly need some of that.
Okay, who need help? You, Kitty, you need help? You look troubled.
Elbows, Ruby.
I'm regularly troubled.
You, yes, I am too. Yes, he is. He is very troubled. I am troubled. I have no words to give besides yes, troubled is word. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Birdie, Birdie.
Yes?
Maggie points at them as well. Oh, sorry.
Which
You
one?
both Birdie. Both of you. Is it true that a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bushes?
Oh, I am not the one to answer this one. I don't know what that means.
I have never seen a bush.
A
I-
bush is a plant.
What is a plant? This is plant. We stood in plant.
No,
Vegetation.
Vegetation. What is?
Living stuff that provides food and shelter.
Oh, like Gilbert. Gilbert is living and he provides me shelter and food.
Who's Gilbert?
No.
who's
Gilbert is
asking
nice.
questions here?
Gilbert is nice man. I am asked questions. You have questions?
Mhm.
You have not asked
I-
questions?
Yeah, I would like to know where everything leads to. Like, there's like a shorthand map of the place.
Oh, this
Me
is
being new, it gets easily lost here.
this is Kriegseed. At this point, he starts to sort of like lean forward away from the stonework that he's mounted on. The guy at West, you might call him, as he's the one closest to Isabel. He sort of leans forward out of it, chest first. And he gestures with his right hand towards the south and says, okay, so down here is lot of magical things which are used make the power, the big power, you know?
I think
Yeah.
so.
The big power. You understand. You know the thing.
Yes, we do.
Like,
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
What runs the city?
Let us say the word at the same time. Yes? You know and I know.
Yes.
Let us say the word at the
Yes.
same time. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bro,
Lightning.
you're not saying the thing.
Power.
Why you
Power.
not say the thing?
I said
Power,
lightning.
yes.
You.
The word
you.
is ambrosia, right? It's ambrosia. That's what
Right.
you're hoping for.
Right, that's
No,
right.
you're
The
well.
kitty.
You're
The
well.
kitty
Sorry,
has it.
sorry.
The kitty knows. Yes, ambrosia. Yes. This is
That's
where we
pretty-
make the big power. The power that keeps God good.
Okay. Sorry, my mind just slipped a little bit there. You know how it is sometimes.
Oh,
I was
yes.
thinking of the wrong kind of power.
Right. And
Power can be many
yes.
things.
Okay. The only kind of power that is important, though, is power of God, right? You
Yes.
you agree? Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. Glad you agree. Well, yes, this is place for that. Kriegseed. Yes. You have things to do here. I have not seen you before.
Yes, we've got things to do. By just to check in, I'm trying to track down a friend of mine, and I just wondered if they'd come through here before me. Has anyone else come here in, I don't know, maybe the past 12 hours?
Oh.
They probably look a bit unusual, I guess. Not how you would
Lot of
expect
people look
a,
unusual.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lot of people look unusual.
I feel like they may be maybe someone you even struggle to look at full on.
Oh,
Maybe even
right. The Monkey Man.
a monkey man.
There was Monkey Man. Yes.
I'm not. So this person's a woman, I think. Think they
Oh.
are a woman.
The rat person.
I don't.
Big,
I don't
big,
think-
juicy ears.
What?
No, I don't feel like animals are quite what we would generally describe this person as looking like.
What about...
However, I do feel like they have a terrible, unfortunate nickname. They've told me not to use it, to be true.
Oh!
They don't like the nickname.
Yes, I
Um,
know of
But they
nickname.
go by.
The
What
crab.
nickname do you think it is?
The crab.
No, I don't think they mind crab, but they don't like being called spider.
Spider. Oh.
Mm.
Is that Alejandro?
Alejandro?
Alejandro,
No.
yes.
Alejandro.
Oh, his song? Hey, his song! He starts like snapping his
It is.
fingers and like going backwards and forwards with no rhythm whatsoever. Just Alejandro, Alejandro. I have not danced before, you know.
So everyone's got first time.
Very lovely.
Well, you just. But this friend of mine, they don't- we call
Kitsune.
him friend.
Kitsune. Yes?
Kitsune? No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go by
Hmm.
kitsune or call them a kitsune. They definitely have. Well, I don't think they have a tail. They definitely don't have 9.
Do they have a big banana?
That's
I
the
don't
monkey.
think they were the monkey man, I'm afraid.
Damn. Still not
no,
Monkey Man.
they have a lot of legs.
Oh, lot of legs. Yes. I remember. This is Pietro.
Right.
No,
Pietro
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Drow.
Pietro
Pietro Drow.
this one is a female though. It's not a boy,
Winifred.
from my understanding.
So, let me just try and circle back here.
Right.
I wouldn't expect that they came alone. I imagine that they were brought here. You've probably never seen them before. But they're my
Okay.
friends.
Is it Michael and the doctors?
No, once again, not a boy.
No,
They
that
are
sounds
a
like
band.
a really interesting band.
They are a band. Yes, they are a band.
I would love to listen to them, but later.
They are bards.
Okay.
Although one of
Oh.
them is rogue. We never know if they in band or not. You never really truly see whether they are on stage or not. I have not seen Bush. I have seen many concerts.
What I will say is, I have a feeling that you've seen a lot of people, and I don't want to keep beating around a bush you don't know about. So, you mentioned a few people's names. Who's the person I should speak to try and track down my friend here? Who do you reckon? Is it Gilbert, who you mentioned, or someone different?
Gilbert, bring food for fish in my fountain. And he, like, nods down. Gilbert is good. Gilbert is goose.
I see. Is there a humanoid that we could speak to?
What kind of humanoid?
It doesn't. I guess so long as they speak common in the way you and I are doing now. I just want to make sure I could chat to him.
Oh. I could maybe help with that.
Could you?
I don't know. What's it worth to do?
Well, what favor could I do? Do you have an itch that needs scratching?
What are you trying to offer me? This East, you speak to this cat. I don't know what they want. What are you offer?
Just a favor. The door wanted an itch scratched. That
You
was-
can hear
that was what I was
you hear
wondering.
from the south. You hear, honk! And see a
He had an
goose
itchy
walking
nose.
around the. See a goose walking around the corner, coming down. Gilbert, it's Gilbert, our favorite goose
Hi,
man.
Gilbert.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Gilbert turns to you and counter spells, and then says, "First of all, rude."
I'm sorry. I was unaware that you could speak like this as well.
What would make you think otherwise? You're a bird. I'm a bird.
I've met birds that I couldn't speak to.
Right. So what makes you think I can't?
My apologies.
Well, we'll see whether apologies are accepted later. Are you here to service the parts that we needed servicing? You know we've been waiting on a back order for 2 weeks now.
Can anybody else understand what they're saying?
Yes, everybody. He's speaking in common. He gets out
Okay.
his bag of holding, opens it up with one of his wings ever so slightly, and then tucks his beak in and just starts rummaging around while he waits for your answer. Honk,
Yes, I'd say we are.
honk. Give me a persuasion roll. I'll give it to you with advantage because his head is stuck in a bag.
Okay.
14. Okay. Not great, not terrible. I'd say that's pretty decent. Well, you sure don't look like engineers. He says this while he's like gripping like the flipper of a fish that like slips out and drops back into the bag. God damn it!
Well, looks
And he
can be
sticks his head back in.
deceiving.
Oh, are you the foreman? And he reaches in again.
Absolutely.
Give me a persuasion roll. A deception, actually. Deception.
Oh,
I should have said deception before, really. I should have said deception. Do you have a
with advantage?
different... With advantage. Isabel, do you have a bonus, a different bonus to your deception than you do to your persuasion?
No, I'm pretty sure they're both the same.
That's same? Okay. No, I don't get a foreman vibe from you. As another fish slips back into his bag. These little bastards. He gets another couple of fish in. This time he has them wedged in between his in his beak. You can almost see his cheeks starting to bulge.
Oh, you said foreman. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you said doorman. Our foreman is gonna be.
He narrows his eyes. You only see one of them at a time, but Isabel's seeing the left eye and Ash. No, yeah, Ash is seeing the right eye and Isabel's seeing the left. He's staring you down. He waddles over towards the pool of water and empties a couple of fish in, and then gets out some more, feed for them and throws that in. What? You thought I was going to eat the fish? I'm not going to eat the fish. I was never going to eat the fish.
How many fish you got in there?
Never you mind. And he closes the bag. What, you trying to steal my fish?
I didn't mean in your bag. I meant in the fountain.
You gonna steal my fish? Don't you steal my fish?
No, I'm just curious how many are in the fountain because they're pretty.
These people, they have questions. They want to know about the about this place. If people came through here, they say that maybe person not carrying a large banana came through. Well, you might have to be a bit more specific about that.
I promise you, I really tried.
Aurelie puts a soothing hand on Ruby's shoulder, fully aware that this might just make Ruby, turn and snap. But it's, very gently hover-handing over your shoulder. And Aurelie just says, they might have been very large. Very large. And dark. Very large and dark. Like a smoke cloud almost. Oh! Right! Right! Now I understand. Is Margareta? No, not Margareta. They're talking about that one with the weird accent. Yeah, she's here. She's here.
Is it possible to see her? I've got some business with her.
You have business with a prisoner? I thought you were here to do the servicing for the, machine, no?
They are. They may be. I'm not. I came in here because guards 2 and 4 pointed me in this direction because I needed to go and speak to this prisoner.
The guards 2 and 4 is going to give you advantage. Give me a deception check. Reminding here that you all have... You've all got hero tokens, and you're choosing not to fucking use them. You could just fucking, do this. You could have just done this without needing to roll. You're choosing this path, and I fully appreciate it. For the first time, Gilbert looks up at you, Ruby, and says,
flavor.
Well, finally, somebody who knows what they're talking about. Could you please just instruct your friends to get their story straight on whether they are or aren't here to maintain the vats? Look, we need the vats maintaining because they get all crusty and old. And no god wants to drink an old crusty beverage. So please get to that. If you're not here for that, then clearly you're here to clean the toilets. So decide between the 5 of you. 5?
No, I can go and clean the vats. That's not a problem.
Okay. He's trying to count, but every time he raises up a different feather to count with, a breeze blows and he gets confused of how many feathers he's counted. And he points at the rest of you and says, "Yes, you 5. not counting Ruby. There are, of course, 6 besides Ruby. Just in case anybody was struggling themselves. And he turns to Ruby and says, you can come with me. I'll show you to her. But the other 5 of you,
behind Ruby.
I need you to get on with the other business, okay?
Well, do you mind if my associate here gestures to Aurelie? Comes with me. We've both got business with them.
He's already walking off. Do what you like.
Grabs Aurelie's hand and just races. I don't know who else is following me, but I'm grabbing Aurelie at least.
Aldrin's following Ruby and Aurelie.
I don't know where Gilbert is on the map to follow. Just
He went
FYI.
south. He went south.
Alright, which way to the vats?
Oh. Don't stand on me, please.
That would be nice to know.
I can't see Gilbert.
Yeah, we can't see him. He's not on the map for us.
He's that. He's a tiny little... He's a speck here, look.
Oh, is he a speckle? What?
He's a bird!
Fucking...
He's a fucking bird! What do you want from me? He's a bird!
Goose!
I was looking for at least a white goose, not a bloody grey
Look,
flying thing.
there's no
It
fucking
looks
geese.
like a daggum
I
bat.
have a compendium of creatures, and a goose was not
I
one
have
of them.
that
This is the
vision.
closest that I can get to a goose. It is an owl. What do you want from me?
I have very bad vision,
Alright.
okay?
Also,
What do you
I
want
don't
from
have
me?
control over Aurelie either,
Let me-
so I've had to leave Aurelie behind.
Here,
Maybe
let
you wanted a
me...
goose pic.
let me use a giant owl instead, then. How's that for you?
Thank you.
Much better. Are you able to move Aurelie for me? I can't move.
Yes.
I mean, I have a picture of a
Please and thank
fake goose you could have borrowed.
My token is stuck underneath Aldrin's token.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
I can't move it.
Oh no, I
Okay, there
can't
we go.
move.
Thank you. I got it now.
And Bryce just snuck in somehow.
Also remember, WASD works.
Yes, WASD does work, but you have to be controlling your own token to do that. But WASD does control your token, like that.
Yeah.
So wait, we all going south?
No, I'm asking where the vats are, so that way we can keep up this ruse.
I
haven't been
the
given an answer.
statues, west and east, speak in unison and say, "To the right."
Which right?
Okay. Thanks.
Yes. Excuse me, is my break now? I go bye-bye. And they both just turn back to stone and stop moving. Maggie speaks up as she follows after you and says, "Go bye-bye."
Yes, they went bye-bye.
God.
They went bye-bye.
Get to charge your headphones.
So, Gilbert stands here in front of the door. Well, you have business, yeah?
Yep.
All right, then. So, where are they? Huh? Sorry, I can't help it. That sometimes happens. Where are they?
Sorry, I'm afraid I fully zoned out. What's happening? I mean,
Well-
this
We're
is
asking
Bea,
where
not
the
Ruby.
stranger is.
No, they're
Oh.
not. I mean, you're assuming
No,
that.
no, surely they're not.
You're assuming that, but B being zoned out, that would not be an accurate representation of what just happened. Gilbert stops in front of the door and says, "You have business with them, so where are they?" Looking at your hands, like, where are they?
What are you
Take
looking
this.
for in particular? What do you need?
Well, you have business, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You have business with a prisoner, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So where are they?
You mean prisoner? Do you mean handcuffs? I'm.
No, well,
Yes,
we
excuse
have
me,
both
I've had
of
a very
those.
complicated. I've had a very strange conversation with the door.
Oh, yes, the door is lovely though, isn't he?
Oh, he's wonderful.
Got a magnificent rear side.
Right? Lovely too.
It's very shiny. I have a feeling that other people have probably touched him on the touch before.
I mean, it's pretty shiny, You know, so might be pretty frequent.
But I think, like, what came first, right? Probably,
Right.
probably
The chicken or the egg?
It was probably. Hey, excuse me. I have ancestors that came from eggs.
Oh yeah,
How
me too.
dare you? How dare?
I
Okay,
do too, sir.
let me lay
Nothing
this
wrong
out
with
for
it.
you. I don't know if this is your first time visiting a prisoner, but in
Yes.
Tushuga, you carry the keys. We don't. No god
Right,
trusts
I'm
a
with
mortal with the keys to a cage. So, you know, you would have the key to this place. I don't have the key. What am I going to do with it? I'm a magnificent goose, but I am a goose. They're not going to give me a key to a cage. So, look, one way or another, you either get into here or you don't. I am going to get back about my business. Have a pleasant
You
day.
just leave us and
Have a
Uh,
lovely
I'll-
day. Thank you for your help.
I'll go back to what I was doing. You do whatever you're doing. And he pops off around the corner and disappears.
Hey, really, do you have a lockpicking kit?
Why, yes, I do.
have acid.
Do you mind?
I don't mind at all. By any chance, does one of you have that stone that we were using earlier?
You mean the one in Ash's hand? Or Ash has, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I have it.
right. Okay, well, never mind then. Don't worry. And she
Nothing to worry about at all.
she goes to use her thieves' tools. Immediately takes 2d12 of damage. As you see sparks light up from this thing. She goes from 40 down to 26 HP. She takes 14 lightning damage. Ooh! Ow! Okay. I think that they channel some of the power from this place into this door.
Ah.
We're going to get back to that. I'm going to give you some time to brainstorm as we return to Ash and Isabel. Ash and Isabel, you are at the sort of crossroads to this place. You can see that the glass bricks go sort of north, south, east, and west. And you are stood at the base of a tall metallic tower. It's got thick, heavy, almost like nautical-sized chains that are anchoring this thing to the stonework of the ground, and even like the earth below that. You can see it going through the marble flagstone floor here. This is the side of the tower, which of this whole place, really, where the metallic tower has got the orange glow at the very top of it.
I'm just looking for the vats. I wasn't given directions. I was just told east.
Well, both of them said
Or
right.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, my first instinct would be to try and take an axe to the chain, but I don't think that's a good idea just yet.
Um,
Nope.
is the way like locked, or can I tell?
It's open. It's open.
Let's go in then.
I'm just gonna go stand here.
Cool. You get to the base of this tower. Inside, you can see that there is almost like a Fantasia amount of magic happening, where all of these different apparati, I guess, are moving around and filling glass, bulb flasks and stuff, and boilers and titrators are all going and whizzing and moving, and you can see steam and whistles happening everywhere, and you see colours changing into reds and violets and blues and greens, and down to a lovely sort of temperate orange. And then you can see all of that going up into the top of this tower, being like carried up by these like mage hands that are going up and down, like they've been automated this way. And they are reaching like a furnace at the very top, and the orange liquid is being poured into this furnace. But everywhere
if you can
around
find-
here is all just metallic walls and stone floors, and the rest of it is all levitating.
Does this look like where we should be?
Well, it looks like a fax. Fax are big containers of stuff, right?
Is there like an on-off switch somewhere?
Off switch somewhere?
Can I have a look around for such thing?
Go for it. Oh, good perception check. You can see that there is a wizard, artificer, who is about, I'd say, something like 60, 70 feet up in the air, stood on the wall reading a book. You don't see any particular mechanical off switch, but knowing that this is all sort of magical in nature, you might surmise that this guy has something to do with it. He's a dragonborn. He's wearing like a white cloak that you might look... It might almost look a little bit like a lab coat, but styled slightly differently. And because he is sort of stood on a vertical wall, and he's stood out horizontally from it, much of his robe is just sort of like dangling in the air. But his eyes are aglow.
I whispered to Ash, I think this is our on-off switch.
I'm gonna, like, holler up at the guy and be like, sir? Excuse me, ma'am? Person up there? Hello?
Hello?
We're supposed to be cleaning the vats. Are we at the right place?
We'll fix them.
It's my first day, at this location.
Yes, go ahead, clean.
I just... yeah, okay.
We're meant to know what we're meant to be knowing what we're doing.
I know, but, like, hold on. So each one that we've been to has been different. Does this need to be turned off for us to get the job done?
You want me to turn it off?
We gotta clean it, right?
Uh...
I don't want my associates to get hurt.
Do you need it switched off immediately, or can we, you know...
You want to
Normally
finish
we
your
have
chapter?
time to prepare. Do you need this done immediately?
We can come back.
How long do you need?
To stop it, not long at all. But depends. Depends how much you want to clean up.
Well, people are complaining, right?
Right.
So we're just here to do the job. If it's gonna take us a while, or if you need to let other people know, we can come back then.
Oh no, I don't need to let anybody know.
Maybe not. Without looking at it, we don't know how bad the problem is.
You want me to just stop and let you get on with things?
Yeah, if that's okay with you. I mean, I don't want you to get in trouble with your superiors.
I'm definitely not going to get in trouble. He turns around and faces his way up the tower and starts to walk up the walls, turning the pages of this book as he does. He's not looked up from the book the whole time he's been talking to you. And he eventually, you hear the snap of it go closed. And as you hear the snap of it go closed, every single glass bottle, vial, flask, everything falls to the floor and shatters. All of the fluids go all over the floor. Everything is awash, and you start to see this like thick in places, thin in places, different colored things all mixing together and spilling out towards your feet. Good day! And he climbs out the top of the tower and sits on the roof of it.
I guess this is what he meant with waiting.
Yeah, literally how much you want to clean up. Not how much you motivated to clean up, but literally how much do you want to clean up. Okay, I'm going to give you some time to brainstorm what you want to do with that, and we're going to return back to the door. Areli has taken some damage and is nearly at half health. What do you guys want to do about this door?
My only thought is to do some Eldritch Blast on it and just do some force damage. But that's not very subtle or sneaky. Anyone else is welcome to give me a better suggestion.
Hear me out. If this is being powered by this place, maybe we find where the power is coming from and stop it.
You know what? Yep, you didn't dump in your intelligence stat, did you?
I don't know what that
Nope.
means.
Neither do I.
I'm glad we've had this conversation. Aurelie,
You're welcome.
Aurelie moves away from the door and looks around at what there is around elsewhere. This is the part where, full disclosure, I'm going to give you a view of what the main sort of area looks like. And that's going to be removing walls from the physical structure of this like map, so that you will be able to see the floor plan of the place without me having to describe it to you visually. That doesn't mean that you can immediately walk off with your character and start climbing into places that I have not said is accessible.
Aww.
So, here we go. I'm trusting you. If you walk off, I'm going to pause so you can't move or do shit. You can now start to see everything around you. You see that there are 4 small pointed towers. There is 1 pillar that you're stood in the middle of. Then there are 2 large metallic towers as well. And then 1 huge stone tower to the south. And that is where this door leads to. There are 4 towers on the walls, which perimeter this place. And apart from that, it's all basically greenery and marble. Now, you do see that these glass sort of pyramid things each have a different kind of thing underneath them. Now, I'm going to ask now, while B is having a full ADHD breakdown, wanting to go into these places, what do you want to do first? Where do you want to go? Deal with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Could
I had
we
to
at
stop,
the
but then I couldn't
door
open Discord.
hear what happened over there?
Did you hear it? No.
Okay.
For good specific purposes, so that people don't get distracted by other things, I am keeping you separated.
That's perfectly fine.
Because otherwise, nothing ever happens.
Near to the doors where we're stood, there's the 2 little small roomy bits next to us with some not suspicious stuff in it at all.
Right.
Is that blocked off, or is there a wall there?
No,
Or
these are
could we
archways that you
see
can
through
walk
that?
through. Yeah. So these are
Can I
archways
just
that you can
walk
walk
in and have a
through.
look?
Yeah.
Just want to walk in and have a look. I want to work
Yeah.
out what it is.
I've unpaused.
I was trying to work out what it is, if it's a powery thing or just a blue thing.
So B, as Ruby walks in, she sees that there are 2 big symbols that look like stars and 2 big symbols that look like moons. They are on opposing sides of this 4-sided pyramid, which is raised ever so slightly above your reach. You couldn't accidentally walk into this. This is not in the center at the base of the room. This is above you in the air. This is what the sun was shining off on those points.
Is there any power emanating from it, or is it just like a sort of fancy glass structure?
How long does detect magic last for?
It's quite a while, actually. I think. Bear
Is
with.
it 2 hours? Am I right in saying 2 hours?
10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 minutes. Wow.
Oh,
No, it definitely
okay.
would have passed by now.
Yeah, it has. Oopsies. Hey, Aldrin. Do you have detect magic?
Detect magic? I don't think so.
Okay. Hey, Briar. You may be on a bathroom break. Hey, Briar. Do you have detect magic?
I do not.
I can do an Arcana check.
That would tell you, like,
Sure.
about the magical history of it. It's not going to tell you if you can detect any kind of magic on it, though. Hence the name of the spell.
Yeah.
Aurelie,
Oh, wait,
I assume you
You're
don't.
Oh no, it's not prepared. Never mind.
I am useful in my own right, you know. I might not have spells, but I'm very good with knives.
Hey, I was not giving you shit for not detecting magic. None of these guys can, and they're both
You just-
spellcasters.
You see her, like rubbing in some kind of ointment onto her hands. Like, you've never seen her, like, cream her hands before, but this is like, they are singed
Why
and
did you
smoking.
phrase it like that?
They are creaming her hands. Why wouldn't I phrase it that way? She, you can see that she's got, like, black smoking hands at this point from the lightning damage that she just took. And a little bit of soot around her eyes, and she's just sort of, like, glaring at you through those black circles. Like, what? I'm not magic enough for you?
These guys aren't apparently magic enough, and they're bloody spellcasters. Before me, they were spellcasters before it was cool.
Aurelie walks off towards Ash and starts saying, Ash! Ash! Ash, Ruby's being rude. Do you have detect magic?
These symbols of language.
Yes. I'm checking,
Okay.
hold on.
Can you come
Yeah,
and
I did.
check some things? I'll swap with you. What the
Alright,
fuck
well-
happened in here? What did you
You
do?
have to clean. I didn't do it. They did it. You have to clean the vats.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do it. They did it.
I see what it is. I don't have
What happened to
magic,
your
so I'm a
hands?
cleaner girl.
I'm sorry.
Don't ask. Don't ask. My hands are
Alright,
fine.
alright.
Okay? My hands are fine. She gets
Okay.
down and
Alright,
starts picking up pieces
Ruby?
of glass.
Ruby,
Sup?
did you need help?
Could you just detect some magic on this lovely pyramidy thing? I'd be really grateful.
Okay.
Tar.
I believe that emanates from you, not from a position.
I'm sorry. It told me to
but-
put it somewhere.
Yes, on your position. Yes. This whole thing is, it's like, an evocation, school of magic, predominantly. There are, like, little minor things as well, but there's like, a mixture of them. It seems like this is some kind of, for want of a better word, switch.
I kind of want to punch it.
Do you want me to dispel it? Like, what do you want me to do?
What do you mean, dispel?
Dispel magic?
You have dispel magic? Dispel the
yes.
magic! Do it!
Oh, okay. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but
It's MAGIC.
Very good.
Actually, it's just IT.
Cass,
Okay.
what am I casting it on?
That's a good question. What are you casting on?
Ruby, what am I casting this on?
The pyramid.
The pyramid as a whole.
You want to target it at one of the symbols, maybe, I guess?
Okay. Which
This symbol.
That symbol. Okay.
That one.
What does it look like as Ash summons this magic? I don't think you've ever used Dispel Magic successfully before.
No, but basically it's gonna come up as like green tendrils, and it's just gonna kind of like go around the symbol and try to make it disappear and like turn to dust and like float away or something. If it works.
Okay. You see this tendril reach up and go to grab for the symbol. But you see a secondary repulsion that flicks it back. That this thing has been protected, like warded, against magical interference.
I don't think I can do it.
All right, I'm punching it.
Wait, before you punch it, put something
Yeah.
over your hands to maybe protect yourself. It is magic.
I am wearing. Right. We've known each other a while, Ash.
Yes, I
I
know,
am
but
wearing,
still,
I am wearing very thin clothing, and now you tell me I need to put something to protect myself? Really? Really?
I care more about you now than I did then.
Oh!
Ooh, just sort
Wow.
of last past.
Oh,
we have
that's a
become
way to word
friends.
it. That's a way to word
So,
it.
like, I care more now.
Okay.
I've taken some psychic damage.
I was gonna say, that's like saying, I didn't care about you then. Wow.
Look, Ash,
Yeah,
Ash doesn't know
Yeah.
how to, like, word this stuff.
I didn't love you back then.
Ruby's like, I finally found a family, and it's like, well, I didn't care to you to begin with. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, my family.
Yeah.
No.
No, Ruby should know that Ash has cared about her because of the ruby necklace that she's wearing.
Yeah. Ash, well, in Ruby's perspective, Ash has found her bio dad, and now like, oh, doesn't care about found family anymore. Now I'm gonna really punch it hard.
Okay.
No, it
Give me a
takes a while to get to know
constitution
people.
save, Ruby.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. I did it earlier and I got a nat 1 actually. I'll do a new one.
4.
Oh, that was great.
Okay,
Lovely.
so you're gonna punch this with disadvantage. Because you are in
No, 'cause
you're
I'm
in two
sad.
minds. Yeah, you're in two minds about how upset you are.
Oh, don't trigger me.
Even with
You never mind.
disadvantage, you hit a 22. Give me damage.
I did.
You're gonna
Well,
have to
I did
hit a
have a
damage
19.
threshold. You need to hit a
Oh, I
damage
have a damage
threshold of
button
at
again.
least 10. Oh, okay.
Oh, bollocks.
So the minimum you can't hit, because the minimum is at least 10 to be able to
10,
do any
yeah.
damage to this. So you hit it with a 9, and it doesn't immediately cause you any damage like the door did to Aurelie, but you certainly feel that there is some level of like invisible propulsion, or repulsion rather, that like strikes back at your fist as you go out to strike it. You'd have to do better than that,
God
my
damn it.
friend.
God damn it. But it's repulsing magic though. Well, that's what I intonated. I don't have anything. Oh,
Can I
bollocks.
smack it with my quarterstaff?
Sure.
What damage does it do though?
Blunt, I think.
Sorry, I should have said, what's the dice roll? Because if it can't get high enough, then there's no point.
I mean, I can smack it pretty hard, right?
You have a 1d6 plus 0, which is
So you can't do 10.
never
That's what I
going
mean.
to do 10, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you said I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
use
yeah.
magic, so...
Ash swings
Yeah,
out and
that's what
smacks the thing, and you just see, like, small cracks and splinters starting to appear in the wood.
mean-
Ash, do you mind if I just scoot by a sec?
Yeah, go ahead.
Isabel?
By the way, I only said that to try to make you
I
look
wondered when this bit was gonna come.
Isabel?
Yo, what's up?
I really need you to come and smack something really hard for me.
Say no more.
Please.
Here we go, here we go.
I really feel like Ruby should come back down, but for continuity, do you want us to stay up?
No, hey man, it's up to you. You can come back
Well,
down
you-
if you
you-
want.
Okay, it
Right.
made sense to be back
Yeah, yeah.
here.
Right, okay, well, I just
Oh,
realised.
no.
I just realised. What am I smacking? I should know this.
Appreciate if you could smack this pyramid thing really hard. I tried, but I've just... You know what? I'm having a day. I'm having
Did
a
you hurt
day,
your
Isabel.
hand? Okay,
I
I'm
can't
gonna.
find my friend, and then my other friend is just being mean to me, and then apparently I'm being mean to someone else. I'm having a day.
Shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Quite the day.
Thank you.
Okay. Do I have an advantage? Normal? What?
I would say that if you can both coordinate your attacks together, then we'll count the damage total as one whole if you both can strike together at the same time.
So,
But am I normal or
Isabel.
advantage? That's the question.
Isabel,
You don't get
question.
advantage, no.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Or to the group, I should say. There are 4 symbols here. 2 are suns and 2 are moons. If there's 2 of us attacking at the same time, should we attack 1 moon, 1 sun, 2 suns, or 2 moons?
Should we get somebody else in to attack as well? Is that what you're saying?
How about we get the other 2?
Do you think the suns need fire?
I'm gonna say
This one over here is kind of lit up.
Or do you guys want to hit that one at the same time?
Should we look at
Can we
the
hit
other
this
ones
one?
before hitting things?
Oh, but I want to hit something really hard.
So do I.
But like, what?
Well, I've got 4
that
towers.
doesn't do what we want it to do. What?
The problem is,
What
is that
exactly are we doing?
the problem is magic doesn't seem to be doing a thing to these things, right? So technically, only 2 of us have a chance. Smacking it.
I'm so proud of them right now.
Don't tell her already
I'm
that.
muted to them
think
at the
she
moment.
might-
I'm muted to Discord.
I think,
I'm
I
incredibly
think she
proud.
might take that the wrong way.
I'm sorry.
They are 100% doing
3 of us.
I mean, I can.
what I was
I
hoping
can
that
try
they
to
would figure out.
hit it with my
You've got a
primal
sword.
savagery.
Are we all just gonna hit it? Like, Brian, Ash, do you want to get in on this? Aldrin?
Um,
I'm not sure hitting it's the way to go, guys.
Hold on, you.
But, like, why are we trying to hit it? What do we think hitting it will do?
Well, I
Smack
want
it.
to turn the power off. And this is a switch. Maybe
Is it a
destroying...
switch?
Yeah. Switch.
We'll give it one try, shall we?
You hit
Oh,
the switch,
okay.
right? You hit a switch?
Will you flip it?
All 4
You're-
of you, please give me your attack rolls. Isabel, are you going into a rage and using reckless attack? Is that what the advantage was you were asking about before?
No, I'm gonna go for normal. Because I'm not gonna.
Because if you did use reckless attack, I would allow advantage.
It's fine. I got high enough, I think. Didn't I?
We got a 12, a 13, and a 19. We just need Briar to do their attack.
I think I clicked the wrong thing there. Just like a unarmed strike, I guess, is. Or-
Yeah,
do you have a
or
weapon?
you do
I do,
have
I
a
do.
warhammer. You've got a warhammer that you could
There we go.
use. Yeah, 13. There you go. Every one of you hits. Now I need your damage rolls. We need to hit a minimum amount here for you to do any damage. And it does have a hit point total. Okay. You've done 13, 30, 39 damage.
If you
You
tell me
see-
we're 1 off, I'm gonna scream.
Start taking a deep breath then, because it had 40 HP.
Uh,
Each side
oh,
had a minimum of
no.
10 HP.
Ah,
As
Hold
I
on, hold on,
said,
hold on.
when Ruby hit the one side, you need to hit a minimum of 10. That is the same for all 4 sides. It has a maximum hit point total of 40. It's on 1 HP left. You did 39 out of 40.
Can I do an extra attack real quick?
Yeah, I was gonna say me and
You
I
know
can do extra
what?
attack and so can Isabel.
You know what? I'm gonna hand off to Aldrin and see if Aldrin would notice that this is about to shatter. Because Aldrin is naturally powerful with the whole sorcery thing. I think that Aldrin might see that this thing is on the brink
Perception.
of death. And with 4 of you doing this, it might be poetic for one person to come and do the last HP of damage.
Mel.
You just
Do I
need to
need to do a
poke it.
perception check?
I think I'm just going to leave it up to you, Mars. You don't need to roll for this. Just tell me, do you think that Aldrin would be paying enough attention to this? Or was... Because the thing is, the words you were using before this was, but do we need to hit it, and why are we hitting it? I'm wondering whether you would be convinced enough by the efforts that your teammates are making to come in and actually see it, and watch, and see what's happening.
Well, yeah, Aldrin's curious as to what they're up to, but also concerned that what they're up to is
Okay.
not what we're after, because there's
So-
other things going on with these other ones.
So this is what we see then.
But
So we see Ruby winds up and does the best, most technically perfect punch.
Mhm.
And then we see Isabel crash down simultaneously with the Vorpal Great Axe, cleaving a huge, like, gash into the glass on this side that starts to crack across and meet the other sides as well, helping to damage those too. And then Ash with savage claws from talonous feet starts clawing and scraping at this, also helping to crack across. Ash by far doing the most damage of anybody here, even with Isabel accounted for. And Briar with the Warhammer bringing this down. You see all of these cracks shatter all the way across until it is just one incredible lattice work of cracks across the entire face of it. And then finally Aldrin comes along with the quarterstaff and just holds it up to the very point at the very top, and Aldrin just goes, "Oh, I see. You just need to boink." And then the whole thing just all the way down everywhere. I'm so proud of you. You fucking went to that so quickly. I was so ready for you not to figure this out, that you have to hit all 4 sides at once. And you did it the second try. I'm so proud of you all. I'm very proud DM right now. I might cry.
Yay!
And this
We
thing
did it, guys!
crashes to the earth. Immediately, the moment that this happens, all 3 of the other glass towers start to glow up red. They start sounding alarms. You can hear wah, 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 wah. But the power has gone down. You can tell that there is something happening, and these doors have unlocked and opened. Inside of here, you do see that the spider is in there. The spider is tied up with these glowing blue magical leashes that you saw before. You can hear Arelli and Maggie running towards you, panicked at the sound of these alarms sounding. What's happening? What's going on? What did you do? All of the electricity around these doors has faded and fizzled. You can hear that all of the glass is shattering in the second vat now. And you also hear Gilbert screaming out, "No! The Ambrosia!" This place is about to erupt, and you are about to get swarmed by everybody in this city.
Please.
What do you do now?
Please
Get our friends.
There's a wall in the way. I can't get in.
It should be free to get in. Is it?
It is not.
Nope.
It
Oh,
is
it's a wall
completely
and
blocked.
it's a door. They made it into a wall and a door. Okay, I love that.
Right,
for us.
without.
I think it's grab and go, guys. It's grab and go.
How did you say they were tied up again? Sorry?
With like these blue magical leashes holding them to the ground. You can see that these leashes are starting to weaken now that there's less power here. But you also see that a lot of the magical power that has been like tied up within the stranger is being like siphoned off by this apparatus, and they are trying to take her power from her. And it's at this point that, Ruby, you start to notice for the first time that what you felt as the power that you are being granted by the stranger is starting to weaken itself. You are feeling that you are becoming less powerful with this. As her power is taken, so is yours.
Ruby's just going to start ripping at the magical bindings best she can. And then sort of
I'm
goes
gonna
to Ash.
dispel magic on one.
Aldrin wants to melt the ground at the chains.
I like that. Okay.
To release the chains.
Between Ash
but it'll be
and
far from the
between Ash and Aldrin, you coordinate your attacks on these bindings, and within a couple of minutes, you've managed to at least get some of them free of the ground, so that the stranger can at least walk with these things leashing their arms, and there are many arms here being leashed. Where do you go? You can hear that there is the pounding of the ground is starting to tremble with guards.
back to the door, but
I can't. I'm too big to get through this door.
How
you
did
can't
you get
fit
in?
through the butt door.
They forced me in. They have a way of removing the lintel, the wall. But I'm too big now, and I think that you've just removed all the power source that would have done that.
Can I melt the wall?
If you can do it, if you can take the wall down, I can get out, but I can't without that.
So where Aldrin melts the wall, I want to then concentrate Eldritch Blast, because it's a cantrip, so I can just keep going at it without spell slots repeatedly at where Aldrin melts. So it's like a combined attack.
Okay.
And Aldrin's gonna like pull a cartoon type of deal, just making a line of acid along the seams of the wall, so that it's like cutting out the wall from itself, basically.
Yeah.
So
and Eldritch Blast is force damage as well, so it'll be like force stuff through.
Give me just spend that spell slot, and then we're gonna great, that's perfect. 17 is enough. So Aldrin draws this line.
I spend a 4th level slot to do this wall.
Yeah. Have you run out of 3rd? Because it's fine if you upcast it. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I clicked acid splash. I don't know where it took.
Oh, is that a cantrip?
Yeah, that's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Acid splash is a cantrip, but I can use the acid ball if you want me to do that.
No, upcasting it works. Upcasting it works at a higher level, so you could use a spell slot to make sure that it does enough damage.
Yeah.
So, Aldrin traces a line of acid across the wall. You start to feel like this is becoming more and more natural to you as it starts to come from your fingers, less more from your magic. And Ruby, when you're ready, Ruby casts out this thick, like it's almost like a tendril, but one that sort of like wraps the air itself and like smacks into this thing. But even it being a cantrip, you start to feel it fading from your grasp the moment that you throw it, Ruby. As if even your cantrips are about to fade. But you grab hold of the stranger, all of you would have to, and you all lumber together and try and bring her out. But the guards are on their way now. Each of you going forward.
I'm gonna command at a the 3rd level. Just kidding. 3rd level, and just command everybody who gets affected, however many guards there are, I don't know. I'm just going to command halt to them.
Okay.
Hopefully some of them will stop.
They're at the door at this point. You can hear that the door at the front of this place is like trying to hold them back almost. It's just like, oh yes, no, I'm a big fan of your numbering system. What are you? You are 17. Okay, yes. I was once 17. That was many centuries ago. I am not 17 anymore.
What a good friend he is.
The stranger says, look, I know that I can disappear. I can go back to where I need to, but I need these bindings off first. I need you to fully free my arms. Otherwise, any of this will keep me on the mortal plane. And I have no power here. I need to be fully in my own domain.
If you stick them out as far away as you can, I could smack them down with my axe.
First,
you're good with knives. Surely
I
want
to cast sanctuary on the strangers so they don't get hurt whenever we do this.
I'm not
that way
sure
they're not going to get hurt, but the binding.
I don't know if spell would work on these or on me. Just please get these off me.
Right. Rip them off. Aurelie, you're good with knives. Start slicing. If you can use any weapon, sharp. Just best get these off.
I've already got javelins and axe. Oh, wait a minute. I might have a dagger as well.
Just have at.
I've got nothing smaller.
It doesn't matter. Just have at.
Okay, I'm trying to rip it apart with my brute strength.
I have no weapons. I am currently just ripping.
I'm just going to use my strength to try and chop them off.
Okay. All of me, give me the rolls, the dice rolls that you want to do.
I
guess I'll do primal savagery on it.
What?
Yeah, because my weapons are literally too big to really do much.
You could always wild shape into something with teeth.
Oh, bugger! I forgot about that. Can I do that real quick?
Sure.
It will have to. I'm gonna go with a mountain lion, and I'm gonna want to use his jaws, and I can't do that because I don't have the ability to do that. I can't roll it. I mean.
Sure. Lion. I have
Be a
lion.
bite
I don't
attack, I
have mountain lion, but I do have lion.
Yeah, I will do.
Alright. So you do a bite attack.
On the change, yes.
Yeah. That's a 12.
That's the same as my actual strength roll.
Yeah. Your strength is a strength, though. It's not an attack roll, so it's different.
Oh.
You know? You're trying to grapple the chain instead of actually, you know, attack it. But with the bite, you get some success. You start to loosen these tethers, these fetters off, and as these leashes, these sort of like straps and belts and chains and all of these other awful things start to loosen and fall, you feel some kind of a shift, Ruby. You can feel that yes, your power is gone, but that as this being is being freed, that it's not necessarily coming back.
Okay.
The ropes fall, one by one, hitting the ground and being dispelled by their being unused. You see these splashes of acid on the previous ones being dragged behind. You can see it like melting a hole through the earth. But close to where the stranger is stood, they don't seem to have made that kind of a trench in the earth. Like there's some kind of illusion over all of it. But before you can do anything to stop the last of the tethers from falling, you see that this hunkered down, pained, tortured visage of the stranger stands up, stretches out 2 arms, and groans in a familiar voice. I am so grateful. Thank you for freeing me from this. Oh, I really needed that. And in front of you, you see Loki.
Hi.
How was Loki not expecting that?
I like that. I will kill you last.
Ah,
But
right.
first,
Oh.
I must kill your friends. And he cracks his knuckles and turns to each of you.
Why are you gonna
And
kill us?
that is where we're going to end this session.
What the?
Ha! Get duped, motherfuckers. Get duped.
Well, the illusion was one of the schools.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Uh-huh.
However,
Uh-oh.
I would say for
We're in
what
trouble.
ended up happening, you did dismantle the Ambrosia making factory. This is the collapse of Ambrosia as a concept. You've removed their power source, and you've also like destroyed the apparatus that they were working with, including the big like ward power sources to keep him in. So
Yeah.
you have done some good here. You have like destroyed it, and I would say that was as Isabel's goal. Isabel's major goal in this campaign was to take down the production of Ambrosia because of old family problems. It was your grandfather that created artificial Ambrosia as a concept, so that they didn't need a
family's
natural
fault
source.
this happened.
Yeah.
I want to correct it.
And you and everybody else in this party have actively come to the source of artificial Ambrosia for the gods, and you have destroyed it. They are no longer going to be functionally immortal. because they don't have any way of getting this juice anymore.
Juice
So
up.
that's
Snap.
a good job. On the flip side, unfortunately, you have been fooled by the god of trickery himself. And he is
I
now
love Loki.
ready to do something anyway.
But he is mortal himself now, right?
True. But even mortals can live for thousands of years. Depends on how quickly you bring him down. This was one of the unresolved things that happened at the end of the whole Ox fight the last time, if you remember. That his being freed, you assumed, brought on Ragnarok. And with that weighing heavy on your souls, it's time to end the session.
You sleep over this.
Shit.
And I'm not even here next session. Don't kill me up.
Well, so you're not here next session, but also Briar won't be. So I think with 2/5 of the group not being here for a big combat, I think we'll probably just postpone it again and have another 2-week break.
At least it should
I
be.
mean, I get to punch Loki.
Okie dokie.
We want everybody to be able to have a fight with Loki. So yes. But as you might have noticed, these sessions are starting to get to the point that you are actually enacting your dreams. You're getting your goals realized. And because Isabel has managed to achieve their dream, Ash has found their father and discovered what happened with their mother. Ruby is almost getting to the point where their patron is becoming a goddess again. You still got
Ruby's
to find
having a
the
time.
actual one. Yeah, you still got to find the actual stranger.
I'm so
But
pissed.
like you just got to. I'm so sorry, but also kind of not. This is great.
The DM
I'm
was
so
you just
angry.
need to
I
get.
know. I was like, oh, brainwave, right at the start. Oh, Ambrosia's gonna have a fucking god connected to it for god juice, and it was the wrong fucking one.
Yep. But you do have still Aldrin and Briar's dreams to fulfill. Briar wants to be a well-known adventurer, heroine. And Aldrin wants to find their father. I might say that the last session, in the tunnels at least, through all of that, Aldrin did find clues to the daddy. And Briar really just needs to make a name for themselves. We're on session 46.
Run away.
You might wonder what happens at session 52.
Oh no.
I don't want to.
I want to come to that naturally.
Haha.
Oh, don't worry, I've got what's coming in the next session in the chat here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm. Yep.
Yeah.
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 Uh-oh. Spaghetti.
If we're having a battle with Loki, it's in a confined space. Ruby's squishy as shit. I'm probably gonna die, guys. Just putting it out there.
No, we're not gonna let you die.
We need to find some diamonds worth 300 gold, so I can revivify it on deck.
We're trying to make sure she doesn't die just yet.
Yeah.
They're alive.
Well, this was fun. This was fun.
Yeah.
This was a good return. And it was a chunky one as well. You got a lot done. You got one of your goals realized. You spoke to some great characters who were entirely improvised on the spot, by the way. Very, very happy about Gilbert and the door and the statues. All of those improvised, as well as the Dragonborn in the tower. All of that improv. Very pleased with that. So yeah, good job. But something to think about and plan for the next occasion. You've got 2 weeks to talk between yourselves about what you're going to do. So consider and come back strong, ready to have a quick battle. Okay. Thank you
Yes.
so much, everybody. I was very proud of you for smashing that pyramid. I'm so proud that you managed to do that. I actually like muted to Discord with my pedal and like said to chat, I'm so proud of them. They got to this realization so quickly that they had to do all 4 sides at the same time. That's amazing.
You know
I was
what,
very proud of you all for that.
You know what
And
vision
I think
had
that idea came from Ruby as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what vision I had from Aldrin doing the last blow was that Aldrin would still be thinking about umming and ahhing, and then the frog just pokes out the tongue and smacks the glass.
or Aldrin just like trips and falls into it.
Yeah, that would work too.
I'm not sure we
That-
should
that
do
would
this, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa! Yeah. So, thank you everybody for being here. Thanks for being awesome and for being you.
Thank you.
We've only got 2 people in the chat right now, so we're not going to bother raiding anyone. But pleased as punch to have you here once again. I am going to be doing Kukuro a little bit more, but probably not for the rest of this week after what happened. So probably starting next week, I'll start doing it once more. Because I really want to get to be... I want to have all of the 9 classes. I want to be, you know, able to do all 9 classes whenever needed and just be level 20. Because then I can help people, and then we can try and be one of the first groups to get to champion status.
That would be cool.
From what I've seen, almost all of the champion groups that have made it have been Spanish speakers. I think it would be cool if we could share that with our Spanish-speaking friends, because they all seem really cool.
That would be really cool.
And it would be awesome if we could, like, you know, get some of them in on the game maybe, and we all like launch
And
together.
you finally
as the
gotta
level
get
20s.
that rash taken care of, man, and like
Yeah.
get that cream for your balls.
Yeah, I actually, so I sit on sandpaper on my desk chair, and it just helps sometimes to give it a little
no
bit of.
wonder, no wonder you got a rash going on if you're
No,
sitting
that
on
helps. That helps to
sandpaper.
scratch it. That helps to scratch it.
Oh
I
no,
don't want- I
that's
don't
gotta
wanna-
be making it worse. Agitating,
That's
causing
an image I do
abrasions.
not need.
Thank you everybody for being here and for being you.
It's on the
Remember to be
internet
good
now.
to yourselves, and if you can't do that, then at least have fun. Thank you and
Love
goodbye.
you.
Love you. Mwah.
Bye, everybody.